Hello, folks. Welcome to 2025. I hope you had amazing holidays with the family or whoever you spent the holidays with. But let's take a look at the market, how it most likely will be for the month of January. Some news, we don't have much news to talk about today, but we have a lot of data. So this video could be a little data heavy. So keep that in mind as we move forward with the video. So stay tuned. So, welcome again. Bitcoin is currently at $96,516. Ethereum at $3,487. That being said, Q1 is usually a slower month for Bitcoin and a higher month for altcoins, Ethereum mainly. We've seen that with Bitcoin's dominance falling a little bit, Ethereum dominance gaining a little bit, USDC dominance going up 80% since 2023, the low that it had in 2023. But USDT, which is the major one that we have, USDT dominance is falling down, as I explained before, meaning that if the dominance is leaving Bitcoin and is leaving USDT, it means that they're going somewhere else. That cash is going somewhere else. And that cash is going to Ethereum and altcoins. Everton, how can you be so certain? We're going to be looking at that in a little bit. But for today, we have already made some plays for the month. Not actually for the week, but for the month. If you scroll down right here, I have my two leaps. Those are not going to be touched anytime soon. I didn't sell anything for the holidays. I didn't touch the computer for the holidays, so I just took it very easy. But if we go to the earn tab and we scroll down, you can see that I did some bets right here. I took some bets right here. I have a Ethereum and Bitcoin spreads that I opened for January 17th. So for 2 to 3 weeks from now, the Bitcoin one is above $101,000. If that goes accordingly, I can make 112% on that. So I put 50 bucks and I would make 56.44. For the Ethereum one, I chose above 3,600, which is almost there. We're almost at 3,500 and we would make around the 91% on this one. So I put $200 here and those would become $190, a little bit more than that. But these are positions maybe a little bit risky, but I do think they are achievable, especially the Ethereum one. Hopefully these make me some money. But anyhow, the Bitcoin one, I just put 50 bucks because that if it goes against me, which is what has been happening for these spreads right here, is not going to be a big loss for me at the end of the day. So if we go to the copy trading, we finished December with 4.5%. Very good. Of course, not our best month. Actually, I think our worst performing month, but again, 454% is a good, very fantastic ROI so far. Our total P&L is at 68%, 68.5% since we started, which has been May 2024. So not even 1 year yet, and we've made 68%. You would have made that much if you had deposited here with us. So we are almost excitingly at 1,000 people here in the ZeroDTE. We're also gaining some people in the Phoenix. This one is very low risk right here, and I can see why some people would join. So this number's going up, if I remember correctly here, but this one is growing very fast. So welcome to the family. If you have any questions or anything related to the copy trading or the options in general, let us know in the comments or via email, and we'll be happy to answer whatever questions you might have. So that being said, if we take a look right here at the Fear and Greed Index, we are at 57. So we are not back into the greedy. We're still at neutral, the highest part of neutral going into the greedy. But dominance, you can see for Bitcoin, which was 58, we touched the 60%, is now back at 55, which gives a lot of room for growth for altcoins and Ethereum, which we did see. You can see in the past 7 days right here. Solana, for example, back above 200 bucks. BNB is climbing back up. It did bounce a little bit. Doge is back at 36 cents. Cardano has been doing fantastic these past few days, and we have a lot of altcoins right here. XLM has been doing fantastic so far. So a lot of things have been going up, a lot of tokens have been going up, and Bitcoin has been stagnating at that $94,000 range. We can even see that right here clearly in the daily charts right here. You can see we are between the 91 at that 100,000 bucks right here range. We go up and down right here. We test the Bollingers. This was the all-time high at $108,000. Then we went back down at the low 90s, and now we're soaring around that 96,000. We have to keep an eye here on Bitcoin. I think it will go up, especially after Trump becomes officially the president one more time. But the move that we will see most likely will be reflected more into Ethereum and altcoins. So if we look at liquidations, we didn't have any very huge liquidations after Christmas and New Year's Eve. We are currently at $186 million liquidated. Most of these were longs and most of these were Bitcoin. So 56% of these were longs liquidated, and most of them were on Bitcoin itself. A lot of people were speculating that Bitcoin was going to go up on New Year's Eve, which did not happen as people predicted. We did climb from 93 to 96, but other than that, we didn't see much move anyways. On the liquidation map side of things, we are very short heavy. So there's way more shorts than longs. You can see that the volume for the cumulative short liquidation leverage is way higher than the long leverage. So it means that we have way more shorts than we have longs, and we are very short heavy, because we see right here, we have a huge candle. This orange candle right here is a 100x leverage, and we have way more of those and way higher of those than we have long positions right here. It means that if Bitcoin starts to go back up, it will start liquidating little by little these 100x leverage positions, and then we will get right here to the where we get 50x, we get 10x, 25x, these sorts of things. So very scary to think there's a lot of people risking 100x right here. But looking at the heat map, we see we have a very strong channel right here of liquidations on the top and the bottom. This will be hard to predict just by using this to predict which side Bitcoin is going to test first, if it's going to go back down right here like we saw, or it's going to start going back up. Personally, I think we will see the $97,000, $98,000 again here in the next 48 hours. But then it should take a little bit of people out right here and then start to go back down as it usually does. As it did right here, for example, it took a few people out and then it went back down. It took a few people out right here and then it went back down. I think this is what's going to be happening for the next couple of days. So now here is what gives us confidence into predicting and projecting for the future according to historical data for Bitcoin and Ethereum. So if we take a look right here, this is the quarterly returns for Bitcoin and Ethereum since 2016 for Ethereum, since 2013 for Bitcoin. So for Bitcoin, we've had 4 halvings so far. We had one in 2012, then 16, 2020, and 2024. And if we look right here at the charts, you can see that during halvings in election years, this is when we have good performing quarter right here, and then this repeats on 2020 and repeated on 2024. Everyone has been saying that we are looking more like 2016 than the 2020 halving, and I actually agree with this. We are 47 right here, and this one was 58. So what I think is going to happen is that 2025 will be a huge green month for Bitcoin all over the place. So I think we're going to see green Bitcoin throughout 2025 every month, because we did see something similar for 2021, but we had a red quarter right here, minus 40% in Q2. But overall, I do believe that we're going to have a very, very good 2025 for Bitcoin throughout all quarters. Maybe we get a little red here and there, but overall, the sum of everything will be great. For Ethereum, on the other hand, the best performing quarters is usually the first quarter of the year. So Q1, you can see the average is 82%. And the others, of course, Q2 is also very, very good. Q4 is very, very good, but nothing like the first half of the year, the first quarter of the year, which is usually the best performing. So this is when Ethereum and altcoins, we can look at this for altcoins as well, for high market caps, for layer 1s, layer 2s, meme coins, all of these, they should be flourishing right now. Bitcoin is not going to slow down, but it's going to be slower than all the rest of altcoins that we have in the crypto market. For you guys who are very heavy into liquidity or order book, you can use this tool right here, still on CoinGlass, and you can see where orders are heavier here for the order book for Bitcoin, for Ethereum. You can see on the Ethereum side, we have a little bit more orders. There's a little bit more chaos right here. Let me lower this down right here. There's way more orders all around than for Bitcoin, which ends up adding to what I just said before, that Ethereum should should be rallying up way more. And for the order book side, you can see that for Bitcoin, we're almost very balanced here on people selling and people buying Bitcoin. You can see real-time data right here of orders going in. These are selling orders, these are buying orders, the volume right here in US dollars. So there's still a lot of uncertainty. What is the price going to be for Bitcoin? But this is also a very, very great tool if you want to keep up on tape reading or just analyzing the order books for the biggest exchanges. This is very good for you as well to decide. So we don't have much news, as I said before, but regarding Bitcoin, still there's a lot of people telling us that 80K is still possible. We have a few scares so far. For Trump, we had a car exploding in front of Trump Tower a couple of days ago. So it's always, when it comes to politics, there's always some disagreement between two parties or between the nation itself or other countries, what they think about the United States or the president elected. But that being said, I don't know if the price of Bitcoin is going to change a lot, mainly because of politics. But if it does, 88,000 for me, that's always the number that I mention here. 88,000 is the number to look for in case of worst case scenario. We can even go lower, but I don't think we will hold these lower prices. And one of the reasons that it says right here that if we see Bitcoin at $80,000, a lot of institutions, Michael Saylor, a lot of people who missed Bitcoin below the $100,000 will get in specifically for this price, for this reason, because we're never going to see $80,000 again once that goes away, once we go back up after the correction that people are calling it. But that being said, we will have to keep a look out on Bitcoin and Ethereum and everything else. We are the third day into 2025. So all of these predictions, they are nothing more than speculations. So always remember that everything that we project, it is only a speculation for the future. If you want to learn more or if you want to understand more, you have to do your research yourself. Do your own research as always, instead of following your favorite guru or your favorite YouTube channel, whatever that is. And that goes even to what I'm saying, so to myself. So take your own conclusions, read articles from both parts, from maxis, from people who hate Bitcoin, from analysts who are very negative, analysts who are very positive. Read that, take a look at the charts and see, what do you think? Put your creative thinking hat on and let me know, how do you think Bitcoin will perform this year and how altcoins will perform this year as well. So thank you very much for watching. Again, I hope we have a fantastic 2025, very profitable and very peaceful for all of us. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you guys on Monday for another video. Take care.